Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the KYT Skyhawk helmet. What's up, Speed Addicts fan? Before we jump in and tell you all about the KYT Skyhawk helmet, do us both a favor, subscribe to that Speed Addicts channel. It's only going to take a second, and then you're dialed in. You'll be up to date with all the latest gear coming into the industry. We're working hard here to educate you, and if you subscribe, you never have to worry about missing out. Also, if you'd like to support us here at speedaddicts.com, you can do so by simply shopping with us. We make it super easy. There's a link in the description below that'll take you over to the full selection of the KYT Skyhawk helmets at speedaddicts.com. While you're over there, buy some tires, buy a jacket, buy some boots, whatever you need. We've got it all at speedaddicts.com. Okay, here we go. We've got the KYT Skyhawk in the studio. This is an extremely lightweight motocross enduro helmet. Really popular with the enduro crowd. You notice we've got the Jarvis here special, which is pretty cool. The Wheelie King, Enduro King himself. He's got his own graphic here. There you go. You got the Jarvis on the back. But they do have a lot of different colorways. This is a tri-composite shell, so it's extremely light, right around 2.5 pounds. And actually, KYT is owned by the same parent company as Suomi. So if you haven't heard of KYT, probably means you're not like a MotoGP fan, because they're pretty huge over in MotoGP right now. They're on a lot of the top racers. And then in the enduro segment, this helmet is popular again because of that weight savings. Now, like I said, it's owned by the same company that owns Suomi these days. So it's essentially the Skyhawk is essentially the same helmet as the MX Speed, which is what I've been wearing for quite a few years now because it's so light. It's my go-to enduro or trail riding helmet because you almost forget it's on it. It is so incredibly light. Anything that's sub 2 pounds like that or close to 2.5 pounds is just nuts how light it is, which is nice. It pays dividends on longer rides and just saves your neck, right? $379 MSRP on the Skyhawk. It's carbon, aramid fiber, and fiberglass shell. Does make that weight savings possible. DOT and EC 2205. KYT is in the process of going over to 2206. Which is the new European safety standard. So I'm not sure if they will do a running change on the Skyhawk or just replace it for 2206. We will stay tuned and update you on this video as we know more information. In terms of the fit, it is a nice intermediate oval. Like I said, I've been wearing the cousin of this helmet in the Suomi brand for a long time. So the Skyhawk, it is a true intermediate oval and thus will fit most heads here in the United States. The fit, though, overall is small. So I can get away with an extra large in most brands, most models, but in the KYTs and the Suomi in their motocross helmet, I have to move up to a 2X. So I'd recommend that you give yourself at least a half to maybe even a full size from what you see on the sizing chart. I'm a 24-inch circumference, definitely need that 2X. And so if you normally wear a large, you might want to consider the extra large. You get the drift, it runs small, so account for that when you are picking out your size of the KYT Skyhawk. Now remember, if you shop with Speed Addicts for your gear, you don't have to stress too much about the fit because we're going to cover you with no cost returns, give you that free return label instead of nickel and diming you like those other guys. You know who I'm talking about. No. I make it super easy, treat you like family if you have to return something. Just make sure it's brand new in the original condition, and to qualify for no cost returns, you need to live in the lower 48 states. Okay, back to the helmet. Pretty outrageous peak here. It does come out quite far. It is adjustable, which is nice. The peak, aka the visor, we call it a peak in the industry, so we sound cool. But you do have a lot of adjustability and does come out nice and far, so you get decent protection from the sun. It does have large cutouts here, so if you're jumping on asphalt for a minute, you're going to wake up the speeds a bit. It doesn't pull too much, which is a nice thing. Ventilation is quite solid. The EPS liner on the inside is channeled. That's going to work in combination with a number of intakes in the front and the brow area, as well as your standard kind of chin bar cheese grater here. So the helmet flows really well. Now, this helmet is equipped with MIPS, but it is a separate liner inside the package. So you're going to get their standard comfort liner in the helmet installed, and then they include this MIPS comfort liner separately in the box. So the choice is yours. MIPS adds a layer of protection because it's going to allow slippage and deal with that angular momentum and allow your head to slip inside the helmet if you do impact the ground. This is a good thing and results in less concussions, says MIPS. So that is awesome. I would recommend, if you want the full safety potential of the helmet, to run that MIPS liner. Now, there is one trade-off that I've noticed when I'm wearing this helmet, is that the MIPS liner is a bit hotter because of it's basically a two-piece liner system. So when you install the MIPS liner, the ventilation system can't work quite as well. And so that is a trade-off. If you're somewhere where it's extremely hot or muggy, you might want to run just that standard comfort liner and not the MIPS. It's cool that they give you the option. The Suomi, they don't. They just give you the MIPS liner. And so you can remove the inner layer if you want to defeat the MIPS and get a little bit more airflow here. You've got both options, which is cool. Okay, inside of this helmet, we've got double D-ring closure, no surprises there. It's just insanely light. When you pick up one of these, if we ever sell, through the retail store here, or if we go out to a show and we're showing people these KYT Skyhawks, they pick them up and they're just amazed by how extremely light they are. I can't say it enough. It's the number one reason someone's going to pick this helmet, is that it fits well, it feels good on your head, but it also is just so crazy light. You do have emergency quick release cheek pads in case you wad it up and EMS is going to remove you from your helmet. So that is nice. We're going to remove these cheek pads. The other thing they did right in this helmet is that they went with a dark gray color. Sometimes I've seen lighter liners in off-road helmets lately, and it doesn't end well. They get dirty and stain pretty quickly. Okay, cheek pads. Different sizes are available. If you want to custom tune your cheek pads, you can do that in the Skyhawk. Again, a nice thing. They are pretty slim, though, out of the box in this extra large. And that leads to less break-in. So if you have a lot of low-density, squishy foam in your comfort liner, it's going to pack out a lot. You really need to account for that in the fit. Suomis and KYTs in general are a little bit more minimalistic and racing vibes on the comfort liners and padding. And so you don't have to worry about that much break-in. They don't get sloppy. So test fit in your home, folks. Put it on for 20 or 30 minutes. Watch some TV. Make sure you got the right fit. Because once you get on the bike, it is yours. We're not taking it back. Let's get the comfort liner out of here and show you the EPS liner. There's no speaker pockets here. You can run a comm, but it doesn't have a big recess, so the speaker will be pushing on your ear a little bit more. It's doable, though. Here's your comfort liner. 2 shell sizes, 3 EPSs when they make up the structure here. So sometimes you can move between sizes, like the extra large and the 2X are essentially the same thing with a thinner comfort liner. So you can fine tune. Again, if you're not sure if you're in the right size helmet, please call and talk to our rider support team. They are here to help you and reduce the amount of returns for you and trouble and back and forth. They can just help you dial it in from the get-go. There is that chin strap. And now you can see what I was talking about before in terms of this EPS liner. This thing is channeled and ported. Huge amount of ventilation potential to keep you cool out there. And of course, the eye port is huge. They've bulked up on the EPS up here in the temple area because that is a common place for concussions. When they came out with the Skyhawk, that was a good thing. And just massive, massive eye port. Don't care if you're running air brakes or the biggest 100% goggles at the moment. You're going to be fine. You'll be able to fit those goggles. No issue. 3-year warranty from KYT on the Skyhawk. And this helmet in different forms or graphics has been out for a minute. So this thing's time tested. Virtually no warranty issues to speak of. Again, I wear it personally and like it a lot out here in Southern California where it is hot when we ride, especially in enduro situations. Working hard, this helmet's kept me cool and it's just reduced that neck fatigue. Again, you almost forget it's on even on those longer rides. That is it. If you still have questions, go talk to our rider support team. I already told you they're waiting to talk to you over the phone, email, or live chat. And if you got a Skyhawk or you got a Suomi MX Speed that you've been running, let us know how you like it in the comment section below. That's all for today. See you next time to find out what's in the crate.